Hello and welcome to your daily pick a card reading. My name is Marina and I'm going to be your tarot reader for today. So thanks so much for joining me today. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm really excited for you and really hope that you can gain a lot from this reading. So today's pick a card reading is asking the question, what is next for you to be healed? In astrology, our Chiron placement represents our wounds emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, and all aspects, right? And throughout our lives, we are constantly going through this healing process. And sometimes we are wondering about like certain things in our lives that we are still trying to heal and to amend in our hearts and our souls and our lives. So this reading is really going to touch bases with your Chiron and its aspects, and just generally some areas of your life where you have experienced wounding and that are still impacting you to this day. And this is going to point out what it is that is next to be healed so that you can be released and freed from this trauma, from this wounding. Okay? Excuse me. So we have, I'll be using my singing bowl again in this reading before we get to your cards. So you can, I will have a timestamp for the singing bowl if you guys want to skip to that, or you can go straight to your pile. So here we have 3 piles choices for you guys. Pile number 1 is with the citrine. Pile number 2 is the sodalite. And pile number 3 is this moss agate, the little bunny moss agate. Okay. So go ahead and choose your pile. You can either skip to your reading or you can join me for the singing bowl. So let's get started. Hey there, group number 1. If you chose the citrine, this is going to be your reading. So if you chose the citrine, this tells me already that you guys have struggled through your life with confidence and experiencing joy and creativity. You guys have experienced creative blocks in your life and understanding how to attract abundance and just prosperity throughout your life. You guys have, struggled with just expressing yourself and being, true to who you are. And I feel as though for a lot of you, this is definitely a deep wounding. And this doesn't mean that you are unsure of who you are. It doesn't mean that you are, not constantly making the effort to express yourself, right? But that in doing so, you have had your light dimmed by people around you, by situations that have really made you feel like really bad about who you are and what is important to you. Oops. And I see that you guys are like, what's next for you to heal is your ability to be confident in your artistic endeavors, like how a lot of you guys are artists here, and being confident and just showing off what it is that makes you happy. So let us get straight into this reading today. Yeah, so let's look at let's lay out your oracle cards first. So actually, that's right. What I'm also gonna do today here, I'm just gonna pull a couple of these keywords just to get more insight about like what's healing next for you guys. Okay. So those who chose option number 1, the citrine. what is next for them to be healed and transmuted and turned into something more beautiful? What is next for those who chose to sit down, please? Okay. So you guys have personal values and family values, as well as endings and saying goodbye, cutting ties, completion of projects. Okay, so a lot of you guys have had to deal with a lot of like endings in your life, possibly having to do with your family. You know, it's possible that you guys, one of the things that you've struggled with throughout your lives is that, you know, maybe your family didn't necessarily support what it is that you wanted to do with your life. And this really made you struggle with confidence and trying to debate between doing what makes you happy versus, you know, fulfilling the happiness of your parents, right? And allowing your parents to live their lives through you. And I feel like you guys have had to really cut ties with certain family members or just certain people in your life that you really loved and cared about because you decided to really pursue your own goals. But I feel like this is definitely what's next for you guys, especially if you haven't done this yet, because this reading is about what is coming up next for you. So I'm going to lay out your oracle cards and we are going to get more information about that. So here we have calling the storm. And then from the Dream Oracle, we have Mountain Hill, reach your goals. We have Chase in reverse. It says face and embrace the person in the mirror. And then we also have Leadership, set your goals. So 2 cards here about your personal goals. You guys definitely going after what it is that you want and what makes you happy, regardless of, you know, how the people around you think about what it is that you guys are trying to do for yourselves. So that's a good energy to be in, because it's definitely important to stand up for what is rightfully yours and what makes you happy. So the Calling the Storm card, it says in the book, it says power comes not from the inside, but from the connection and integration to a greater whole. There's time to find and release our power, like a spring that had been compressed to the point it has lost the memory of motion and movement, yet there is power inside it. Finding it is called empowerment. It starts from the belief in our power, in our ability to cope, to fight, to endure, to overcome a challenge. However, too often we are encouraged to see empowerment as something that happens only within, in our psychological space. We are not necessarily islands. We can borrow the power of the world around, the context, the environment, the expectations. We do not control the storm. We just call it. To call the storm, we need not to fear it. And this is what will make us strong. After the storm, there is always sun. So if the sky has been gray for too long time, it's time to not fear the storm, but to embrace it. It will grow up and devour our chains and our jailers, and it will hurt us as well, but it will be healthier than to just stare at the chilly rain. We can restart only after we let ourselves end. So definitely there's a theme here about endings and beginnings and completing, you know, this cycle of your life. I feel as though a lot of you guys here have this dream, right? This desire to really accomplish something in your life. And you guys have big plans for projects, but you have also spent a lot of your life kind of just wondering if that is really going to bring you fulfillment, if it's something that you can actually complete, right? If it's something you can actually accomplish. You know, but this is something that needs to come to an end. I see you guys, what is coming up for you guys next to be healed, because you guys are definitely setting your goals. You guys have been setting your goals. You've definitely been, you know, trying to look ahead, but also trying not to fear the storm that comes with the changes in your life. Because I see that you guys have experienced a lot of loss, a lot of endings, you know, in your life. This can be literal or metaphorical. Some of you guys, I am hearing that you guys have, you know, definitely experienced death around you, you know, loss of people, having to say goodbye forever to, you know, certain people in your life who, you know, just didn't really support your beliefs, your values, your goals, you know, in that sense. You know, in this Chase card here, it talks about it really talks about being able to face this part of yourself that really is a leader. You know, some of you guys here may consider yourselves introverts, right? Who, you know, are afraid of putting yourself out there and being in the spotlight. And, you know, like, you have these really great ideas, but you don't, you know, you have struggled in your life with being in your power, right? This reading for you guys is all about you learning about empowerment and regaining that sense of strength and endurance inside yourself, despite the chaos of the storm, despite the, you know, circumstances in life. So here we have Virgo. It says harvest the crop. And we have the 6th house, or the number 6 in numerology, which is all about love and harmony and balance. So I do see you guys are learning to balance your time, as well as to enjoy your time and to not overwork yourself. Because with Virgo's energy here especially, you guys are definitely very attentive to detail. And you also have, you know, creative and healing abilities as well. And I see that you guys really want to do something big with your life. Now, with the number 6 being here especially, this is saying that, you know, you guys are going to find that balance in your life. It may seem like there have been a lot of storms, a lot of chaos, you know, surrounding you, and this is what I see that is next to be healed. Okay, I see that especially you guys are coming out of this storm. You know, the more you focus on your goals and you trust, you know, and moving forward, taking your time, being diligent and what is the word? Persistent. Strategizing. You know, really taking each day as it, you know, taking every day as it comes. Going, you know, working. Oh gosh, taking everything a day at a time. Okay. So let's look at your tarot cards. We have the Emperor, and we have the 3 of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So definitely you guys are, you know, a lot of your hardships in your life, you know, this wounding, what needs to be healed for you guys is your ability to manage your time, to not be distracted by, you know, the people around you who, you know, maybe thought that they knew what was better for you, and you instead deciding to chase your dreams, to go after what it is that makes you happy. And I see you guys definitely coming into your power, you know, very soon. You guys have struggled with confidence issues, have struggled with really just like asserting yourself and saying, no, this is what I want, and you're not going to get in my way, you know, because you guys also have like a very, you know, deep love for your people. You have a lot of care for them with this Virgo energy and this 3 of Cups. You care for the people around you, you know, and, you know, especially your small circle of friends. These people that mean a lot to you, these are your family values, but you also understand that to an extent, especially, you have to be this leader where you decide, you know, what is best for you, despite, you know. And one thing I can say here, like, for example, you know, I remember like years ago, you know, back when I was still like in high school, and I was still, you know, I was building my circle of friends, and you know, we were all close. We would talk all the time. We would spend time together. But, you know, as we all got older, we had our dreams, our visions for the future. Yes, we did, you know, grow apart for the most part, but some of us did keep in touch. You know, some of us, you know, were able to maintain our relationships. However, everybody has their own individual purpose in this life, and I feel that you guys are really learning to really follow yours, to chase your own dreams, and to not fear the kind of chaos that will come with that. Because sometimes, you know, as we do follow our path and we go after the things we want, yes, we lose friends. Yes, we lose people who we thought, you know, maybe they do care about us, but they also don't support us because they have different beliefs and values, and, you know, and there can be a separation because of that. But I see you guys definitely coming into your power, where you are healing yourself, where you no longer feel like restricted and bound to this. And you guys really, You know, follow what it is that truly brings you guys joy internally and externally. Like in your real lives, like in your physical lives, you guys are going to really reach your goals. You know, reach your goals, set your goals, move forward with confidence, be assertive. Don't be afraid to tell someone, you know what, get out of my way. I have big dreams, and I'm not going to let you take away this opportunity for me to really have what I want. You know, and it doesn't mean that you don't care about the people around you, because absolutely you do. And you know, that's another thing that is here to heal for you guys, is with the 6 in numerology, representing our families, our relationships, and harmony. Having harmony in relationships, having, you know, being someone that is dependable, and having people to depend on. You know, I definitely feel that you guys have struggled with, you know, having people in your life who you can depend on, because with this 8 of Cups in reverse, I do feel like, you know, you guys have experienced people who have walked away from you, and that has really, you know, just dampened your trust in others. And but I see that you guys are stepping in. You will be stepping into this place of leadership, confidence, and this is the light that is going to attract the right people into your life, the right, you know, your soul tribe, really, the people who truly love you, support you, and you're gonna see that there's a balance in your relationships. You know, that is what I see that is coming up next to be healed for you. Yeah, with this 8 of Cups in reverse, especially, you like I was saying, you know, having, like, there have been times in your life where you've had to cut ties with people and say goodbye, and this has been really hard for you, because you guys who chose this citrine have a lot of love for people. You guys tend to love people very deeply, and it really breaks your heart. It really hurts you when you have to say goodbye to people who just no longer serve you, or you just see these relationships around you that end. You know, despite everything, like all the hard work and effort you have put in to maintain it. But I do see that, you know, once you are okay with this fact that there are going to be people who come into our lives and leave our lives, and you center yourself in this emperor energy where you are, you know, moving ahead, you know, and standing in your power and being this leader, in terms of, like, you know, pursuing your goals. That is how you're going to attract your true soul tribe, the people who are not going to abandon you. Okay. I see you guys getting a lot more, like, control over your time and your money, being able to manage your money, to not overspend, to not, you know, to get better at investing your money as well, and making time for both work and play is also important here. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. It's yeah, so that's what I see here for you guys. It's pretty incredible. You guys are definitely coming out of that energy of, like, the fear of the unknown, the fear of all the chaos, the storm happening around you, to being in control of your life. And then, you know, you're not going to be affected by the storm. You're going to see the sun rise in your life, and you're really going to attract your soul tribe, and, you know, the people who share your values, who support you in everything that you are doing. Okay. So I really hope that this reading was resonant for you guys. Let me know what you think. I would really love to hear your thoughts on this reading. Like this video, please, and subscribe to my channel if you liked this video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I do have information in the description box. I do personal readings from Wednesday through Friday every week, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And thanks so much, you guys, again, for being here with me, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next reading. Bye. Hey there, group 2. If you chose the soda light, this is going to be your reading. So with the soda light, this tells me already that you guys have wounds surrounding your ability to communicate, to speak your truth, to feel heard for what you know, for what is true. You guys have probably struggled a lot with, like, you know, understanding the way that things are in your life, and you know, really like finding your voice and being able to communicate. And for some of you guys, the one thing I'm hearing is like singing. A lot of you guys have experienced wounding regarding your ability to sing, like your voice. You know, fearing that people may have like often misunderstood you throughout your life. You may have like communicated one thing and meant something, but you know, oftentimes people take that the wrong way and they get the wrong message, and it really just kind of makes it hard for you to speak your truth. And so what I see that's coming next for you guys is that you are going to be able to feel heard for, you know, for once in your life, right? Finally, you're going to be able to communicate your truth, and people are going to hear you, and they're going to respect you, and really understand what it is that you're saying. So let's get into your cards. Let's find out. I'm going to get 2 keywords for you guys. So what is next for those who chose the soda light for the pile number 2? What is next to be healed? For those who chose the soda light, what is coming up next, and what is to be healed? Take that one. Okay. So you guys have so body health changes, and changes in eating, sleeping patterns, and general behavior. So I do see that you guys probably haven't been getting a lot of sleep. You probably need, yeah. I'm going to pull one more for you guys, because, so this one says personal values and family values. So basically, I feel as though you guys have spent a lot of time, like, what is healing for you guys next? First of all, you are going to be changing your eating habits. Those of you who have, you know that you have struggled with like overindulgence in food, and you know, maybe not getting enough sleep. You know, it's important for you to take care of your physical body, so that you can have clarity of your mind as well. Is what I'm seeing here. And then here with personal values versus personal values and family values. Basically, this is saying, you know, being able to know what you believe in, and to separate your values from those of other people as well. You know, maybe you guys decided to be like vegan or vegetarian, but the people around you, maybe you were raised to eat meat, right? Or people around you probably say you're wasting your time to decide to have that lifestyle, that diet, you know, or, you know, you might prefer to go to bed early, and that's okay. But this is all important for your health. I feel like you guys need to get back into that routine so that you can really have a clarity of your mind, and that way you're able to speak your truth clearly. That way there's no confusion in what it is that you're trying to get across. Okay, so here we have forgetting oneself in reverse. And then we have bridge, stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you in reverse. And then we have purse and wallet, pursue your true wealth, okay, definitely. And then face your fears in reverse. So definitely this reading for you guys here, this is saying that you guys have a tendency to sacrifice yourself, to sacrifice what it is that is important to you for the sake of your family or the people around you that you love and care about. And I feel like this, you know, that it's time for you guys to get back in alignment with who you are and what you truly believe in, like your values, you know, and also like what it is that you're spending your money on. Like, make sure you're spending the money on the things that, you know, serve you and are not like, you know, based on a conditioning. I feel as though you guys, a lot of things that you may own were like given to you by your family, like passed down clothes and things like that, and maybe you guys really want more in your life, something that really, you know, is for you and not, you know, for them. You know, with forgetting oneself, you know, especially like this, both of these cards here, it talks about like staying true to who you are authentically, and also like the bridge talks about, you know, you know, as you stay strong, like you keep, when you have to practice keeping your strong values while you are crossing over to like this new transition in your life, you know, in regards to, you know, maybe your career, what you are pursuing. And I know that this has definitely been a struggle for you, and this fear here, you know, could have a lot to do with like I feel like you guys have definitely dealt with a lot of fear of communicating, because there's a lot of blue energy in this card, which is represents the throat chakra, right? Being able to speak up for yourself, to say, hey, you know what, like, especially for those of you guys who have like health issues, right? Like I have fibromyalgia, so I definitely need to have more time for myself to get more sleep than maybe the average person. You know, I need a lot more rest, and I need to be able to say, look, you know, maybe this is something you can do, but it's not really for me because my body is different. And you need to be able to speak up for yourself and to say, you know, what your limits are as well, okay? So then we have the number 5 as well, can represent the 5th house. It says you decide for yourself. And then we have the number 8, which can also represent the 8th house. And that's telling me, like I said, you decide for yourself, you know. This pile, you have definitely over-sacrificed yourself to the point of losing, like, your true wealth of, because, you know, also, like, the 8th house in astrology, it represents, like, this doesn't have to literally mean marriage, but the 8th house is the house of actual, like, joined finances and resources, right, with other people, like, and so this can represent like how, you know, you guys have struggled with being your own person while also being a part of a community, of a relationship. You guys have probably, you know, especially like in love, you've probably gave yourself for the people that you love, so that they would, you know, so that they would love you, because you were maybe feeling ashamed of truly speaking up about what it is that you love, that truly makes you happy, that brings you joy and creativity, you know. And there's definitely a lot, like, you guys, what's healing for you next is that you're going to be able to overcome this fear of just like being confident in what you love and what you do, right? Without having to worry about, oh, how people are going to see me, how they're going to think of me, or like if they're even going to agree with what I'm doing. You know, like, let's say, you know, it might be weird to your group of friends if you love tarot cards, or, you know, if you watch anime or something like that. But you're going to be able to, you know, no longer over-sacrifice. Like, you're what's healing for you guys is that you are going to be able to express who you are, what you believe in, your values, without having to change that for anybody, okay? Your hobbies, what makes you happy. Here's the 4 of Wands, okay? The 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So definitely what I'm seeing here for you guys, something that is next to be healed for you guys, it can be in regards to love, right? What I'm picking up here for you guys is like those of you here have, you know, been in love, romantic relationships where it seemed as though the person would only love you if you changed yourself to their liking, to you know, being what made that person happy, but they didn't actually put in that effort to really get to know you, and to appreciate the things that you value as well. And that's a really important thing when it comes to relationships and closeness, right, in general. And with the 4 of Wands here, I see that what's coming next for you guys is a very committed long-term relationship and possibly marriage. And I know I mentioned marriage briefly here, but so I see that a lot of you guys are going to have marriage in this lifetime, a very strong and healthy. And this is what's coming up next, so that means that it will be relatively soon. You know, someone that is going to really love you for who you are and not for what you have, with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is going to be the love of your life who, you know, really reminds you that you are not the things that you own, as well as, you know, you don't need to change yourself to make me happy, is what I'm seeing here, because we have the Knight of Cups coming up here next as well. You guys are lovers yourself. You guys have a lot of love to give, and you have a, you know, and you may have not realized that you were, you know, forgetting oneself, because you were always acting from a place of love. Yes, but that is love that also needs to be given towards yourself as well. You guys have been looking away from yourself because you have, you know, whenever you have gotten into these close relationships with people in general, whether this is romantic or just, you know, like a really close best friend, you know. And but I see that there's a love coming towards you who is really going to ask you to not try and change who you are to make them happy. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this Knight of Swords in reverse is saying that you guys have struggled a lot with just kind of, like, let's say you guys have, you know, let's say that you have you know, there's something that you wanted, right? And you were already charging ahead towards this goal, this opportunity, but you've gotten, like, you've had like a lot of things stopping you. Just like you would kind of like fluctuate back and forth between being, like, you know, determined and headstrong and, you know, like with the intention to win and to overcome, to getting like all these like negative thoughts in your mind saying you can't do it, you won't succeed, why are you doing this in the first place, you know, give up now, stuff like that. Like those thoughts that go through your head, those intrusive thoughts. And I feel like, you know, this is definitely one thing that's coming to an end for you guys, that's going to heal, because of, you know, you deciding to face your fears, to really just like step out of your comfort zone and say, you know what, if you don't like me for who I am, then I will attract the people who like me regardless. You know, like that is the main thing for you guys here. This is what's coming next for you to be healed, as well as you guys, again, like getting, you know, as you get more into, you know, changing how you are eating, your diet, getting a good amount of sleep on a regular basis, taking care of your health, right? And you're putting all that effort into yourself, and then you're going to go through this transformation where, you know, you are pursuing your true wealth, and everything that is coming to you is something that really makes you happy, and it's no longer just like, you know, hand-me-downs from the universe, from other people, from relationships. And, you know, instead you will only be attracting everything that truly fits into your world of abundance. This Nine of Pentacles gets turned up right. You see what I'm saying? You know, and that's what your person coming into your life wants you to know. That's what they want you to be in that energy. Like, don't change yourself to make this person happy, because they love you. That is what's coming next for you guys. And I do feel like this person is ultimately going to want to marry you and to join your finances, and to become one with you. And this is the person that will love you for who you are, and rather they will not ask you to change anything, because they love everything about you. Okay, so yeah, I do hope that this reading was resonate for you guys today. Thanks so much for joining me with this pick a card. Feel free to leave me a comment, let me know how it resonated with you. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you absolutely can. I have information in the description box. For that, you would go to my Facebook page and look under my list of services, so you can see what I have to offer and the prices there. Okay, so thanks you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon in the upcoming readings. All right, stay safe and stay well, get some sleep, take care of your health, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose group 3, this is Moss Agate, the little bunny. This is going to be your reading. So what this is telling me about you already, what is next for you guys to be healed? With the Moss Agate, this is telling me that you guys have struggled to really see, you know, just the beauty in life, because you've probably seen a lot in your life. You know, that is energy coming through straight away. You guys have seen so much in your life, probably things you shouldn't have seen, that you've been through, that you shouldn't have been through. And yet, like, you've tried to continue moving forward, but, you know, it's hard when, you know, like, life around you keeps showing you all of this negativity, and you keep trying to remain in this positivity, and it's hard. Like, I just feel like you guys have been crying a lot. I'm feeling that energy right now. Like, I feel like I could just start crying. Like, you guys have just really been through it, and yet you keep trying to move forward, you keep trying to stay strong. You know, what's next to be healed for you guys is mainly surrounding, you know, like your ability to see just the good and the beauty in life, and to really re-spark that love inside of you, that sensuality, you know, with life. So we will get more information in this and see what that is all about. So those who chose this group number 3, this moss agate, what is next for my people? What is the next thing that is going to be healed for my people who chose pile number 3, this moss agate? What is the next thing to be healed? Please, Spirit, heal. Take that one. Let's see this thing to be healed, please. Okay. Alright, so here we go. You guys got transformation, healing addiction, shadow work, secrets, and subconscious trauma. Absolutely. And then also we've got conversation, communication, public speaking, and sharing ideas. So you guys have definitely experienced a lot of trauma in your life, and I feel like, you know, maybe you guys have this wisdom that comes with everything you've been through, where you could actually speak about it, right, and to teach people how you've overcome all of this hardship. But I feel like this is something that, like, you are still struggling with, because it's like you guys know that, like, your life could be a storybook. If you guys could actually potentially make a lot of money from, and I'm not saying you have to, but like, what I'm saying, my point is that your story is so incredible that if you were to go up and speak about it to people and let them know what you've been through, what you have overcome and survived, how you have survived to see the next day, you know, you would inspire and change a lot of lives. But I feel that this is something that you are still struggling with right now, because it's like, why would I deliver this message when it's so sad? You see what I'm saying? It's like, how, like why would I want to really put myself out there and be that vulnerable to the rest of the world when I still haven't even been happy yet, you know? And it's hard. Wow. And you guys, I want to give you such a big hug right now. It hurts. I know you guys have been through so much, and you've really been just, you know, you've been staying strong, you've been moving forward, you've been pushing through it. It's incredible. You guys are incredible. So here we have obsession. We've got car, get into the driver's seat of your life. And we have cat. It says, take care of yourself and trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. And then from the mystical wisdom, oh wow, we have money. Find a way to abundance. I was just saying that. I mean, if you guys want to, you can. So one thing I'm going to point out here, it's kind of random, but both of these cards start with the letter C, and C in numerology is the number 3. 3 is all about you know, creativity and manifestation. I see that you guys have a lot of manifestation abilities, and you guys have the ability to, like, if you were to actually go up and speak about this trauma that you've experienced in your life, you would absolutely be successful and have a lot of abundance in your life. But I also understand the trauma and the pain that you guys are still coping with here with obsession. You know, you guys have definitely, you know, been trying to come out of this period of just having, like, those obsessive thoughts, like, oh, like, you know, just this, like, obsessing over, like, how hard your life has been, okay? And completely understandably, like, I feel so much of this, like, I'm almost on the verge of tears just tuning into your energy. You guys have been through so much, and I don't blame you at all for kind of, like, having that perspective where you're just like, well, what's in it for me, you know? Like, why should I put myself out there, you know, and let people see how vulnerable I am, you know, especially. But with the, you know, like, both this card and, like, the card says get into the driver's seat of your life. This means that you guys, like, if you put yourself out there, if you make that decision, you guys are going to go places. Like, you're going to really be able to move ahead. And that is something that I feel is important to you. But because of this obsession, because of this way of thinking, you know, and also, like, this keyword says healing addiction. So you guys have, you know, some of you guys have some addictions that you know you need to overcome. Or maybe you have already started to let go of that. But, you know, this is still part of the shadow work. You guys have some shadow work to do. However, I see that you guys are incredibly independent and capable of overcoming this, definitely, for sure. You know, the problem is, the difficulty is being able to see the light in things, to see how, you know, things are really turning around in your favor, because it's been so hard, you know. And that's okay, and I completely get that. But I do see that what's next for you guys is abundance. Like, absolutely, that's incredible, you guys. I am excited for you, you know. And as you continue taking care of yourself, you'll always land on your feet, because you guys have this ability to snap back after like really chaotic experiences. It's like, you know, someone could like literally throw you off a cliff and you will be just fine. And people will probably look at you and be like, how the heck did you survive that? And you're just like, well, I'm strong as heck, okay? Like, basically. So we have Taurus. Speaking of strength, Taurus is definitely one of the strongest signs in the zodiac, in my opinion. And then we have the number 10. You will start over again, as well as representing the 10th house. So, like, you guys, definitely there's money coming in for you guys by just speaking up, okay? I feel that if you guys trust, you know, in your voice, your power, you guys have very powerful communication skills. You have incredible ideas as well. And you are like here to definitely like make a difference in the lives of other people just through your own story, okay? Definitely I see that here. Like, you guys desire structure in your life. You experienced a lot of chaos and instability, and I feel that's exactly what you want. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're here for. And you really are just tired of, you know, being in this place of not being in control of your life. But I see this as coming. Honestly, I feel so much like joy in my heart to think about it, because this abundance that's coming to you is materially, but as well as like you will finally be able to like have everything you want, okay? And be careful, because like with Taurus's energy, that can also indicate indulgence. But I do see that you guys are not gonna have to struggle with poverty anymore. You are gonna be really well off, because you are deciding to go through with this change, this transformation in your life. And it's going to be really good. It's going to be really great. So here we have the 8 of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Hermit. Absolutely. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. Great. Yeah, so you guys, you're definitely like, what this 8 of Pentacles is saying, that you guys have this like talent, okay? You guys have a talent for communication, for reals. Like this 8 of Swords, this Queen of Swords, like you are this Queen of Swords where you speak about something and people hear you and they're very drawn to what you have to say. Like it's a very like magnetic kind of energy, similar to the Queen of Wands, except the Queen of Swords, she's the one that can like cut you down with the words she says, or she can build you up. You see what I'm saying? You guys have a very, very in-depth vocabulary, and you can use this to your advantage. But with the 8 of Swords here, I feel that you guys definitely kind of like you guys have like been sleeping on this for a long time. You've been kind of like dreaming about it, like not necessarily dreaming about it, but like you've been sleeping on it and being like, yeah, that would be the day for, like, that would be cool and all, but I'm just gonna stay here in bed and just kind of wallow in my sadness, basically, is what I'm hearing, because it's hard, and I completely get that. And you know, you guys, you know, as this Hermit here, you guys have definitely spent a lot of time going through this, you know, the transformation. You've done a lot of like inner work, you've done a lot of shadow work. And I feel like this is your time to shine, where, you know, now, like, once you have found that answer to, like, the answer to everything that's been holding you back, right? If there's anything that's holding you back, it's this 8 of Swords, and you telling yourself that there's no point, okay? And that's where this transformation is going to take place, because we have, you will start all over again. Absolutely. You guys are going to have the life of your dreams. You are no longer going to be in poverty, because you're going to be doing what you are the best at here with this 8 of Pentacles. This is all about skill and talent. This is what you are good at, you know? And also the 10th house in astrology represents our career, right? So, you know, you guys, I do see that this is the next thing that is healing for you. So very soon, I do think that you guys are coming out of this 8 of Swords energy, right? You're finally getting into the driver's seat of your life. You are realizing how you guys are incredibly strong and independent. You really don't need anybody to help you get on your feet. The things that have been really holding you back, however, are just the thoughts in your head, you know, just you're trying to find the reason to make yourself vulnerable, because you know the swords are all about like logic and reasoning. You're trying to find the purpose, you know, you know, why would this even benefit me, or like what's the point of me sharing my trauma history, you know? And that's a very good question, you know, but you know, when you go within yourself and you think about it, you realize that there are people who will look up to you, people who will see your story that will inspire them, and help people see how incredibly strong you are, and how it is absolutely possible to overcome anything in your life. You know, so that's something I definitely see. That's the next thing that is going to be healed for you guys, which is incredible, because you guys have a lot of money that's coming in by you being able to go up and speak about this. You know, and keep in mind that I do see that for you guys, this will include public speaking, you guys standing up and being out in the open, in the public, where people will see you and know who you are, and they will know your story. So in this sense, I do see that this is where there is some fear around vulnerability. However, you know, just stay strong and know that you guys have this Taurian energy with you. You don't have to be a Taurus or anything like that, okay? This is, you know, this, trust me, okay? In astrology, you've got Taurus somewhere, I promise you, okay? This could be in your 10th house, it could be in your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, so on, in your persona chart. So don't overthink that here on my channel. Your sign, your sun sign, is merely the meaning of your life. The sun represents what gives you your life meaning. That may not be the same thing as your career. That may not be the same thing about like your approach to life. You see what I'm saying? So just don't look into that too much. But you know, I am definitely seeing here for you guys, this is what's coming next to heal for you. You're not gonna have to cry yourself to sleep anymore. You guys are going to be really happy. You're really going to be in the driver's seat of your life and going places, anywhere you want, really. If that's, you know, even if you want to get on a plane and go somewhere, you know, traveling around, because, you know, like this bunnies represent movement, right? Fast travels especially. So I do see that you guys are going to have a lot more opportunities, like just freedom though. Like I feel so much freedom for you. So that's really incredible, and I'm really, really excited for you. Thanks so much for choosing me as your tarot reader today. Let me know how this reading resonated with you in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I really look forward to really good things for you guys in the future. Stay safe, you guys, and if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you absolutely can. I do have information in the description box. So yeah, it was an honor to read for you guys today. Stay safe, stay well, and I hope to see you guys in the next readings. Bye.